How's it going, everybody? This is JTech95 and just got back from VCF 2024. This was an amazing experience. Met an awful lot of really cool people. Got a whole bunch of really cool deals on software, hardware, a couple machines, things like that. And yeah, it was amazing. I'd been wanting to go for several years now, and I just had never had the time to actually break down and do it, whether it be time or money constraints or anything. Well, this year, me and my buddy Mike from the channel Calculate were able to go, make the trip, and check out VCF Midwest for the very first time. And yeah, so without further ado, let's pop in and check out the trip, and then we'll take a look at some of the things that were brought back from VCF. So let's hop in the car and head out to Chicago. So on Friday afternoon, me and Mike hit the road from Michigan on our long trek down to Chicago. It was a lot of fun. So how do you think our first VCF is gonna go?
It's gonna be awesome.
Heck yeah!
Can't wait to see what's there.
Same. And after quite a little while, like heading past the steel manufacturing plants in Gary, Indiana, we finally hit the city of Chicago. This is the first time I'd ever been to Chicago, so it was pretty neat to visit a new place. And after a while, we finally hit our hotel and kicked back to relax. And I enjoyed the pool a little bit too, and narrowly escaped drowning. And after a good night's sleep, we finally arrived at VCF Midwest. And upon entering the door, it gave me a good idea of what we were in for. There was a lot to see. I mean, this place was packed. There was nerds of all kinds. There was Commodore, PC, Amiga, Apple stuff. I mean, it was a nerd's paradise. It was kind of unnerving to be around that many computers and technological thingamajigs all in the same place. But it was really, really fun. There were YouTubers, exhibitors, all sorts of cool things, all sorts of great people. Ben Heck was there. Didn't really get a chance to chit-chat with him, so that was unfortunate, but there was a lot of other people. I got a chance to see the booths set up by the 8-Bit guy and by Adrian Black from Adrian's Digital Basement. And he was cool enough to let me get a picture with him. Real cool guy. And yeah, I mean, there was exhibitors just with an incredible amount of hardware, software, not only things just to display, but things for sale as well. I don't think I've ever seen this many personal computers and, well, retro tech all in the same place at once before. This guy here at this table had Commodore stuff out the wahooey. That was really cool. One of these days I'd like to get more into Commodore stuff. We had this guy here on the left that was selling a bunch of software. Just custom-built machines, home brews. I mean, just about anything you could possibly imagine was at this place. And as we went through the show, we found these two guys, Frank Palazzolo and Evan Allen, showcasing their restoration of an animatronics control computer from an old Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater. That was neat. And over here, we also had this group setting up a vintage LAN party. It was set up by LAN Commander. Yeah, it was just really cool. And Bill DeBlinky was there as well with a seminar on learning how to solder. That was really nice to see that children and adults of all ages were learning the basics of soldering, which is a really good skill. Along with that, I got a chance to meet Miss Fox and Mackie from the channel Macintosh Librarian. That was really cool as well.
Thank you so much.
And over here there was a group showing an old IBM 5360 in operation with a massive hard disk that was bigger than my head. That was neat to see an old machine like that still in operation. Had it all set up and everything, running, doing its thing. I don't think I've ever seen a computer this large in person in my life. That was really something to see, I'll tell you. MDW Classic Video Game Museum was there too, with one of their Topo robots in operation. That was really cool, watching them slide all around the floor, you know, greeting people and all that. So that was really neat. And there he goes. And on Sunday, we started on the trip back home. And going down the road, we caught a rare glimpse at an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. That was kind of cool to see one in person. I'd seen one at the Henry Ford Museum on display, but I'd never seen one driving down the road. So that was pretty cool. After arriving at home, I decided to sit down and go over all the little cool things that I picked up while I was at the show, including this really nice IBM PC-AT. I'm really looking forward to delving into this machine at some point on the channel and finding out what's in it, see if it still works, and all sorts of other stuff. I also picked up this Televideo Telecat 286. Really neat little machine, came with the monitor, but yeah, the guy I bought it from said it was in rough shape, and let me tell you, he was not wrong. Upon looking at the machine, I could see that some critter had decided to make it its home. There was little bits of insulation and animal droppings inside the machine, and the mouse cable was permanently stuck, well, rusted, corroded, into the serial port. I picked up the machine for only $5, so I'm not complaining. If anything, it'll make for a really interesting rebuild video if there's anything salvageable. But, you know, that's part of the fun of retro computing. Sometimes you pick up a project that you think's going to be impossible, and sometimes it works out. So only time will tell. And here's the rest of the stuff I picked up at the show. At the free table, I found these two 486 motherboards. One of which I was told by Mike would be incredibly fast, so that'll be interesting. I also picked up this IBM Auto 16x4 token ring ISA card. Not sure what I'm going to do with that thing, but it was kind of neat anyway. And I also picked up this Linksys Ether 16 LAN card. I needed another LAN card, so that was really cool to pick up, as well as this Diamond Speedstar Pro VLB card. I've wanted one of those for a while. I also picked up this Mozart 16-bit ISA sound card, just because I'd never had a Mozart card and I want to see what it was about. The channel Nibbles and Bites was there as well at the show, and I picked up her last copy of the game Nibbles, both on 5¼ floppy disk and a copy of it on an SD card as well. I'll be looking forward to giving that a shot. I also found this really cool AMI BIOS Year 2000 BIOS Enabler Guide and card. That'll be an interesting video too, seeing how it works. I also found a copy of Microsoft Entertainment Pack 3, still in the box with all the papers and discs, and a copy of the Doom 2 Official Strategy Guide. Also picked up a couple CD-ROM drives because I needed some, and here is Mackie, the cool little dude from the Macintosh Librarian. They handed that to me and I was like, oh, that's cute. So he is going to be a permanent little display on my desk. And I picked up a couple power supplies. One's in Evergrade and one is a Sparkle. So yeah, we'll see how many of these peripherals work, and it'll be interesting in the future to go through them all and see what they do. But yeah, all in all, I was very, very impressed with the VCF Midwest this year. A lot of really cool people, a lot of really cool stuff, and yeah, picked up a lot of really cool deals on machines, peripherals, software, all sorts of really cool stuff. If you've never been to VCF Midwest, I highly suggest going next year. I'm definitely going again. That was a lot of fun, and I'm actually thinking about setting up a table of my own for the channel. Probably show off a couple of the machines that I've got in my collection, as well as that Telecat 286 if it ends up being able to be repaired. That's going to be a project. But yeah, so as for, well, what did I think of VCF 2024? I think it was really, really good. I hadn't been before, so I don't know how it was at the venue that VCF Midwest used to be held at. But here at the Schaumburg Event Center, there was plenty of room. I mean, there was actually room where you could stretch out and breathe, and, you know, you could talk to people. Yeah, a lot of people, kind of crowded, but not bad. It was fantastic to be able to meet a bunch of other people with the same kind of interests. So yeah, that's my brief little recap of VCF 2024. I had an awful lot of fun, and me and Mike got to meet an awful lot of really cool people and pick up some really cool stuff along the way. So yeah, that's about it for my little recap. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button and comment what you thought of the video. And if we had talked at VCF, you know, leave me a comment. You know, I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, hit that subscribe button if you like retro computing content like this. As for me, I'm going to real quick take a quick nap because that was a long drive. And then after work tomorrow, I think I'm going to start poking at some of the goodies that I picked up and see what works, what doesn't, and the things that don't work, see what needs to be repaired, like that Telecat 286. That's going to be interesting. Anyway, guys, I'm JTech95, and I hope to see you in the next video. Catch y'all later.